At first, we get to see this clean and minimal looking home screen with Google Feed enabled on the left of it. On the home screen, we get to see this nice looking search bar pill which have voice and image searching option. App drawer scrolling, it's pretty smooth and I haven't experienced any types of lags in it yet. Talking about the volume panel, it's very colorful and unique and expandable as well. Moving on next, we get a unique UI experience in the quick status bar with Android 12 fields. It have an impressive brightness slider which have automatic and manual brightness toggle support. Looking into the settings, we can see Corvus settings including Raven layer and themes which are beautifully arranged on the top of it settings page. Let's see some ROM specific features linked into the Ravens layer first. Here we can see that different Lottie animations are embedded for each of the section. In system section, we get to see notification, gestures and miscellaneous part. In notification section, we can see ambient options, battery charging light, heads up, notification headers, center notification headers. In gestures, we get to see brightness control, double tap to sleep, double tap to sleep on lock screen and torch power of torch support. In miscellaneous, we get gaming mode, status bar items, call vibration settings and animations. On the lock screen items, we get to see lock screen charging information, fingerprint error vibration, media art and different charging animation types. In quick status bar option, we get to see battery options, clock options, icon manager, quick settings and traffic indicators. In battery options, we get battery bar, battery styles, battery percentage. In clock options, we get to see clock style, whether to show seconds or not, date style, clock font color. In icon manager, we get to see VoLTE and Wi-Fi options which can be enabled or disabled. In the quick setting, we get to see Android SQS tint, brightness slider, customization of QS column rows, then media player visibility in QS, data usage. Also, we in traffic status bar indicators, we get to see network traffic in status bar which shows our net speed. In hardware part, we get to see buttons which have wake device option, navigation options and power menu options. Moving on back into the Raven themes, here we can find different customizations on the theming part of for our device. Here we get accent picker, different font types, icon colors, QS header styles, switch styles, systems themes. There are very different types of themes which are shown here. I personally like pitch black, so I use it. We can also schedule these different types of themes which are given in the system themes. With the G visual mode, we can enable status bar height. Also, we can enable change the rounded corners of our system UI. Now, leaning back into the settings, we can see that battery section is also changed with this cool and good looking wavy animations. It's also having smart charging features and battery health support. Moving on into the security part, we get to see face unlock support, also app locker support is also there. Now then we can check, we have Xiaomi parts which are enabled in the settings, which is device specific features. Some devices might not have it. It's depending upon your device maintainer actually. Now checking into the reboot advanced reboot part, there are different actions: system UI reboot, system reboot, recovery reboot, bootloader reboot. Overall speaking about this ROM, it's pretty much smooth and I haven't experienced any types of lags yet nor any bugs. Also, I did some heavy as well as some light gaming on this ROM without any lags or frame drops. Thank you for watching guys. Please share and support.